Welcome to your Friday editions of Wasatch Weekends. I'm your host, Maddie Evans, and we love getting to be here each and every weekend morning to give you all the great information about what's taking place in our community, whether it's news, sports, arts, entertainment, all of that and so much more. We've got a great show in store for you. We're going to be chatting with Park City Film in just a little bit, talking all things about the film that's happening this weekend that you're going to want to go see because it is amazing. Now, there's so many activities for you to get out there and enjoy in our community. So if you're looking for something to do with the little ones first thing this morning, well then you can make your way over to the Swanner Eco Center and you can participate in an event that's going to be a ton of fun for them, a great learning experience where they can become little naturalists, tracking wildlife starting at 10 a.m. What signs of wildlife can we look for in the new Snowy Preserve? There's going to be so many fun activities, trying out snowshoes and becoming a winter detective. This program is perfect for the ages 3 to 5 years old, so make sure that you go check out the Swanner Eco Center, and that way you can participate in all of the fun activities that they have coming our way. Now, something else that you can get out there and do with the little ones is you can go enjoy story time at the Summit County Library. This is a great way to help your kids develop their early literacy skills, and this is just a great way to get out, maybe socialize just a little bit. So this is going to take place at 10:30 a.m. at the Kimball Junction branch. Picture books, puppets, songs, rhymes, and so much more with Miss Kirsten for children ages 4 through 6, and their caregivers. Siblings are also always welcome, and you can see they have a full lineup of things for you to get out there and enjoy with the kiddos. So make sure that you check out the library. It's one of my favorite places to go, only because I feel like it has so many great resources. Now, we just mentioned that we talked with the incredible Park City Film. Well, they've got a film tonight that you're not going to want to miss. It's going to start tonight, and it's going to play throughout the remainder of the weekend, and that film is Broker. So make sure that you go online, you buy your tickets. You can go to parkcityfilm.org. Now, something else that's taking place tonight or this weekend that's a lot of fun is Legally Blonde the musical. Now, if you love Broadway productions, well then you're going to want to make your way over to the Eccles Theater, where you can see Legally Blonde come to life in the most fun way possible. Not only does she stand up to so many different stereotypes, sexism, snobbery, and scandal in pursuit of her dreams, she proves that you can be both legally blonde and the smartest person in the room. Not only that, but she has a great personality and just a great energy about her. So bringing it to life in a musical form is the perfect way to get out there and enjoy your weekend. Now, if you are looking for something else to do tonight, well, and you like music, I should say, well, then you can make your way over to the Egyptian Theater, as they've got a great guitar player. Rolling Stones named him to be one of the best guitar players of our time, and that's Richard Thompson. So make sure that you check it out. You make your way over there. This is going to be an absolutely incredible acoustic show, and it's going to be one of those ones that you're not going to want to miss. That's just a...
This resort report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Something to do this weekend and something that might pull on your heartstrings? Well, Park City Film has you covered, and I'm here with Katie Wang, who's going to give us some more information on the incredible movie you guys are playing this weekend. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning. Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
I love when you come only because last time I got to interview you, I was in such awe of your passion for what you do for work. And so this week, you've got the movie Broker playing, which I watched the trailer yesterday. I was almost in tears. I can imagine there's going to be a lot of tissues that are needed this weekend. So can you give us some more information on Broker?
Yes, absolutely. So this is the newest film from Japanese director Hirokazu Koreeda. He brought us Shoplifters a couple of years ago, which went on to win numerous awards at the Cannes Film Festival, the Academy Awards. And what's really interesting about the way that he tells his stories is that they're really about found families, families that come together by fate, by circumstance, but that are brought together by a common passion rather than by blood. So this film premiered at the Cannes Film Festival this past summer, won 2 awards there, and then was at the Telluride Film Festival over Labor Day weekend, and you literally could not get a ticket for anything. Like everyone in the industry was just like falling over themselves and each other to get into these screenings. So it's been a film that I have long been anticipating and waiting to bring back here to our community, because obviously I'm a huge fan. But this story, similar to Shoplifters, is about, again, these found families, and the shape that it takes in this iteration are these two men, two friends, who basically steal babies from a baby box, orphaned children that are left out in front of on a church's doorstep to be adopted or taken care of, and they sell them on the black market. So they kind of do this business on the side from their other businesses. And one day, one of the mothers finds out what they're doing, and she decides to come along for the ride and find out, well, who is this family? Who are you going to bring? Who are you going to match up with my son? Because I can't take care of him, but I want to make sure he goes to a good family. So it's this fascinating story. And then the side story of that is that, they're being chased by the police because, of course, this is not legal what they're doing. But it's just this beautiful celebration of family, of camaraderie. And it's interesting when you hear the storyline, it's like, how can it be all those things? But if you take a look at the trailers you can really see how it will surprise and delight you, and just is absolutely one of those films that deserves to be seen on the big screen with other people, because at the end you will have so many questions and so many things to talk about. So we're really excited to have it here in our community.
I'm really excited to have it here too. And when I said you need tissues, I didn't mean for the sad tears. I meant for the happy ones, because even just from watching the trailer, which I got to do yesterday, there were so many little tidbits that like foreshadow exactly what's going to happen and what you're going to be seeing and what you're going to be experiencing, which I think is the coolest part about movies, is you do get to experience just this roller coaster of emotions through them, but also then you always have a way to connect back to them. So why is it that you chose this film in particular?
Well, one, I'm a huge fan of the director. I love foreign cinema, just generally speaking, international cinema, just getting that view, as you said, into another culture, another community. But then what is that commonality? What is that common human bond that brings us all together? Maybe you haven't been orphaned, but we've all had found families, right? I mean, we live in ski towns. That's kind of one of the joys of living in a ski town, is you find that common passion that brings you together, in this case around sport. But that happens in so many different facets and so many different walks of life. And to be able to see that story unfold in a different community, and sometimes it helps you, sometimes when you see things that are far away, it helps you see things up close a little bit more clearly. So again, when of course I got blocked out of all the screenings at the Labor Day Film Festival, and just people could not stop talking about it all weekend long at Telluride. So it kind of built to the anticipation even more that this was a film I knew I was inherently going to like, and then just that much more exciting to hear how people were responding to it and just gravitating towards this very unique way of telling stories that he has.
Which I think is so incredible, and I love to just chat with you and hear your passion for the movie industry and the film industry in general, because you do such a good job at hand selecting each and every film that you guys have come all weekend long. So it'll be here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for people to come and view, and they should get their tickets now, since it's one of those ones that no one was able to see at Telluride, and the tickets are selling out because it is such an incredible film. And like you said, just the cultural difference that you get to experience in these films gives you like an eye-opening perspective, really.
Absolutely. So you can see it Friday and Saturday at 7, then again Sunday at 6. Of course, you can purchase your tickets online and definitely get them in advance if you want to guarantee a seat at parkcityfilm.org. But we know that film lovers are spontaneous folks. So after a day of skiing, if you want to just head on out to the movie theater, we do open the box office an hour before showtime, with our famous popcorn bar and, of course, raffle before the show. So if you want to win some homemade Auntie M's cookies or some other local goods, definitely be there before the show starts, and you can engage in this very unique Park City tradition at Park City Film.
Which is one of the things that makes Park City Film such a wonderful part of our community. Now let's talk a little bit more about this world famous popcorn bar because my mouth is now watering.
So we, of course, pop our own popcorn because that's, a must. But we serve it completely naked. So we don't, if you go to a commercial theater, who shall not name names, sometimes they put kind of this oily substance on it that's supposed to resemble butter. Well, we have the real deal. So it's melted butter, real fresh melted butter. And then we have things like Parmesan cheese, hot sauce, nutritional yeast, all kinds of flavorings, even sugar. We have lots of people, actually, at the Sundance Film Festival, were asking us if we had sweet popcorn, which apparently is a thing, quite the thing in Europe and in Australia, as we found. But you can just make it into your own concoction, share it with your friends. If you bring your own bowl, you get $1 off your popcorn. That means you can bring a slightly larger bowl if you like. You can toss it up. Some people like to put their candy in it. I've heard Raisinets and Milk Duds are particular favorites. So we do not judge. We just provide some opportunities to be creative and check out what your neighbors are doing. And you might surprise yourself with how your popcorn can delight you during the film.
A safe popcorn space is what you guys are providing the community over there. A really great way for everyone to also bond, not over these great movies, but also over these fabulous popcorn combinations. The Milk Dud one, that's my go-to.
Yep. Yeah. We say people come for the popcorn, they stay for the movie, and we're okay with that.
I mean, it's a good way to get people in, and you guys are doing such a good job at bringing all of these incredible films, and that's one of the coolest parts about Park City Film is you do get to come for the popcorn bar, and then you do get to stay for these international incredible films because you had a great one last week that I have tried to watch, but unfortunately I'm like such a sleepy human that the subtitles in me are just like, I always try it at night. Should try it like noon so that I can stay awake long enough, but even just like the little bit that I got to see, you're so hooked and you're so involved with the characters. And that's the coolest part is you guys bring in these movies that people can really just experience these kinds of films.
Absolutely. And so we're coming up, of course, into the Oscars in the middle of March this year. So starting next weekend after Broker, we'll be bringing in a lot of the Academy Award nominated films as well as the Oscar shorts. So if the Oscars are your thing or you just want to catch up on some of the best films of the year, definitely check out our schedule at parkcityfilm.org and see what we have on offer. There's so many great films that are coming up. Of course, Broker is close to my heart personally, so I do encourage you to see that one as well. But we have lots to offer for this holiday weekend and beyond.
Now, I just have one other question for you. If people are interested in becoming a donor to Park City Film, what can they do to do so?
If you go to parkcityfilm.org, you can become a member. We have a member tab in the upper right-hand corner. We also have underwriters for our films, everything from real estate agents to local businesses to just individuals that love cinema and want to support us. We have a great couple, Bev and Ray Kent, who underwrote Corsage last week, and they're underwriting EO, which is a film coming up. Julie Hopkins, Keller Williams Real Estate, has underwritten films with us for many, many years, which we greatly appreciate. But there's all different ways that one can support the art of cinema here in our community. And we also do special screenings in partnership with other nonprofits where we've had donors come together around issues as diverse as mental health, environmental conservation, domestic violence, LGBTQ community, disability. So many different facets of our community and of the culture that we live in that one can support and celebrate and really dig deep into those conversations. So please feel free to reach out to us if you're interested in becoming a donor or a sponsor or just want to get involved in some way. We're always looking to bring our community together through film, which is our mission, but that could take many forms.
Katie, thank you so much for all this great information. I feel like you do such a good job at bringing the community together regardless of what way it is because you do such a good job at hand selecting all these films.
Well, thank you very much. Hope people are enjoying them. It's more fun with an audience, so come on out.
It is way more fun with an audience. Make sure that you go to parkcityfilm.org. You buy your tickets this weekend to see the movie Broker because it is phenomenal. Just from the trailer, it looks absolutely amazing. So make sure that you check it out. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned. The Park City School District is doing something absolutely incredible right now, and I've got the most wonderful group of people joining me. And so we're going to start with Heidi Matthews, who's going to give us some more information on what CTE is. Heidi?
Thank you so much for having us. I'm here in lieu of Lindsay Huntsman, who is the CTE director of the Park City Schools, and we're celebrating the career and technical education pathways in the month of February. And we have the opportunity today to really highlight the ProStart, which is the pinnacle of the foods and nutrition pathway. And CTE is just an amazing opportunity for our students to explore career pathways, envisioning their future, interacting with professionals, acquiring employable skill sets, and receiving guidance, looking toward the future. The CTE, Career and Technical Education, has leadership opportunities, and it really sets the stage for students' future success through focusing on the 4 R's of rigor and relevance and relationships and results. And I cannot tell you how good it smells in here.
And so where are you standing right now, and what competition is taking place behind you?
Well, and I'm going to turn mostly to the instructor, Ms. Patterson, for this, but this is a ProStart Top Chef competition where the students have planned this menu. They've developed these leadership partnerships, and they are using some key ingredients, and they're in preparation for a statewide competition that's coming up in March. So this is a pretty big day where they run through what that competition is going to look like.
So now let's introduce Carrie Patterson. Miss Patterson, you are one of the fabulous teachers and leaders through this entire thing. So what's the process been like, and why is this so important that kids learn these skills?
Thank you so much, and thank you for featuring my class today. It's a wonderful opportunity for us. So the ProStart group, they are learning skills that can take them into the workplace. So by the time they complete the entire course, they will have the opportunity to earn industry certifications. So it's very important for those who want to go into this field, and even those who don't want to go into this field. We have students that are working in this community, helping the resorts and the restaurants. So it's a prime opportunity for us to shine in the community through what they're learning in this class, and to really supplement the workforce out there. And so we desire even greater partnerships with the community. So this is a great opportunity for our community and for our students. So what they're preparing for today is the ProStart competition that's coming up on March 16th. We have a group of 5 that will go compete, and they'll have an hour to cook a menu that they created themselves, a 3-course menu, an appetizer, main course, and dessert. And so the process that we went through to get to this point, most of these students in the ProStart competitive team had culinary last year, and some of them have had it several years, and they have been learning foundational skills like all the classical knife cuts, the mother sauces, all the cooking methods, dry heat, moist heat, combination. And so the kids, based on their prior knowledge, were tasked with, I've been giving them seasonal ingredients, and they got to choose a featured seasonal ingredient. Like we did pomegranate one week, we did Honeycrisp apples, and the students were asked to make either a savory or sweet dish using a key ingredient. And then they made it savory or sweet, and they were judged. We have had administration come in, other students. We've even had one of our students, his dad was a chef, and he comes to judge our competitions, and they get feedback and just consistently improve themselves. So that was the first leg of preparing them for the competition. Then the second leg of preparation was making every ProStart competitive member a team leader. So they took on a team, and the students had to actually ask their team leader all questions to kind of put pressure on them to think things through. And then the third phase of our getting them ready for competition was just to put all the students, all the leaders into a group together. And they have been developing a menu over weeks and are really almost finalized on it. And they're now practicing it. And we look forward to seeing how great they're going to do at the competition. So, I'll be proud of them no matter what the outcome is, because along the way, these guys have learned so many skills that are important that will carry over into whatever field they go into. Even if they don't go into a career in culinary, they are learning teamwork. They're learning discipline. They're learning all kinds of skills that are necessary in any career field that they choose to go into. So that is the reason that CTE is so important, because whether it's their chosen field or whether it's another field, they're learning vital key skills to work together. And I know one of my students, Gabby, is planning on going into the field of culinary and being a pastry chef. So
now let's introduce Gabby and Carden, and they're two of your competitors for this fabulous program. And so let's hear a little bit about what they have to say. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now let's talk a little bit about what you have coming up in this competition, and maybe if you can give us any secrets that you're using or what you've kind of been going through with trials, tribulations, struggles, and then your successes.
I'll take that one.
You can take that one.
Okay, so we've definitely gone through quite a few menus. We're trying to plan out everything we can. Our first menu we decided on, so for each menu you have to have an app, a main, and then a dessert. So for our first menu, we decided on a French one to test out. That one had an appetizer that wasn't great. We did a duck à l'orange.
The color one.
Yeah, for our
main. And then we did a chocolate mousse for our dessert, and the app was like a no-go.
Yeah, and then but the menu that we actually did land on is a Japanese-inspired menu. We decided that because we really love Asian flavors, specifically Korean, Thai, Vietnamese, Indian, but we just have issues with plating. We need, like, presentation is a large factor in the rubric for the competition, and we decided that Japanese is a cuisine that is able to be elevated and presented in a way that's really appetizing.
Yeah, you can look at it and be like, wow, that's a really pretty dish. And also get the flavors from all the, like, it just was a good spot to land.
I think that sounds amazing, and I also am someone who loves all of those flavors, and so I'm like starting to get hungry now. Thank you guys. Now, what has been the greatest thing that you've learned from your CTE program? Is we've learned so many of the skills that you will kind of encounter: the leadership, the communication, the responsibility, the resources. What's been the thing that you'll take away from your CTE classes the most?
Communication is key. You have to communicate with each other to know what is going on, what you are doing, and communication, time management. That's my main takeaway.
Definitely, time management has always been something that we've trying to master, and is something Ms. Patterson has pushed on us a lot, and it's really helpful for our future fields.
Yes.
As well as taking leadership in spots that you can do.
Anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, like whether it be on the team in ProStart, be on like a sports team, whatever, like the leadership, communication, time, it's everywhere.
They're all such great things. Now, are you guys really excited for the ProStart competition?
Oh, I'm nervous.
Really nervous. really
nervous.
You guys have been working so hard towards it, though. I feel like you guys are going to do absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you, yeah.
Well, I want to thank you guys all so much for chatting with me. Now let's go back over to Heidi. Heidi, thank you so much for taking the time, rallying everyone together, bringing us all of this great information, and thank you for bringing light to the CTE program.
Different CTE pathways, and just wanted to put a little plug out there that there's going to be a great opportunity in our community to help out with the facilities, the equipment in the new space that's created with the expansion of the Park City High School. So let us know if you want to be a part of this amazing CTE pathway. We need all the help. And again, a shout out to the Park City Education Foundation for all of their support so far. The amazing opportunities that our students have in our Park City School District is just astounding. And I love hearing about the communication and the time management and the leadership opportunities within these CTE pathways. But honestly, at this moment, I just would love to eat. It smells so good in here.
I would like to say good luck in the competition, and I would like to say, Heidi, I would also like to eat just based on them talking about all the food that they've been making. Even the ones that they thought didn't turn out that good, I bet were still delicious.
We were.
Thank you. And what an amazing instructor we have in Miss Patterson too.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much for taking the time to chat with us, and really good luck in Pro Start. We cannot wait to hear the results.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Make sure
Thank you.
that you check out the Park City School District and the new CTE extracurricular activities that they've got going on, whether it's the expansion of the building or whether it's something like Pro Start where you can go, you can see the competition, and you can be part of all of the fun. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
This resort report is brought to you by Sun and Ski Sports, your new mountain sports headquarters.
Thank you so much for tuning in to your Friday edition of Wasatch Weekends. Like I said earlier, we love to be here for you on the weekends and get you in the know before you could go participate in any of the great community activities. Of course, we like to bring you news, sports, arts, entertainment, and so much more. So make sure that you tune in every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday starting at 7 a.m. That way you can get in the know before you go explore our wonderful community. Now, if you are not already sold on going to see the movie taking place at Park City Film, well then I highly recommend that you get over there to check it out. That cold front has made its way out, and we're expecting to see that sunshine and temperatures reach up into the mid-30s. So if you are getting out there, don't forget your sunscreen, but get out there, have a great Friday afternoon, and I hope you soak up that sunshine. I've been your host, Maddie Evans, and I cannot wait to see you tomorrow morning.